Alright, so today we are going to learn about box and whisker plots. So on the left side here I've got a picture of my left hand that I've traced my left hand. Then over here on the right side of the page I have divided my right page into 8 equal parts, and that's where we're going to put our vocabulary. So first of all, we're going to start with a box and whisker plot. It is a graph or a visual representation that divides data into 4 equal parts. It shows how the data is distributed. Or spread out. And it identifies only 5 specific data points. So a picture would look like this. I got a box, and then coming out of the box we have some little lines that could be described as whiskers. Another name that you might see for a box and whisker plot, you may see instead box plot. Quartile is our next vocabulary word. A quartile is the data when it's divided into 4 equal parts. Or it could be talking about, it depends upon the context of your question. If it's saying, in which quartile would this specific number be found, it would be talking about, this is the first quartile, this is the second, third, fourth. Okay, so if it says, okay, I've got this number and it's right here, that would be in the first quartile. But it could also be talking about specifically the 3 numbers that divide that data into 4 equal parts. Okay, so it could be talking about this, this, or this. So if it gives you a set of numbers and it asks for what is the lower quartile, it would be talking about this one right here. Okay, and we're going to get into that. But in regards to that, be aware that the word quartile could be talking about the 3 numbers that divide the data into the 4 equal parts, or it could be talking about this is the first, this is the second segment of data, this is the third segment of data, this is the fourth segment of data. Alright, our next word is going to be lower extreme. This is the minimum, okay, or the smallest number. And that is an abbreviation for a number, not the word number, not hashtag. And on the specific box and whisker plot, it is the dot on the left side. So if I draw a box and whisker plot here, this is the lower extreme right here. Then the inverse of that would be the upper extreme. And it is the maximum, which would be the largest number. And it is the dot on the right side. So looking here, this is my upper extreme. Next we've got the lower quartile, and sometimes it is called the first quartile. And it is the median of the lower half of the data. And it is the left line in the box. This line right here is the lower quartile. So then we've got the upper quartile, and it is sometimes called the third quartile. It is the median of the upper half of the data. And it is the right line on the box. Oops. Upper quartile. Here we've got interquartile range, and you may see this abbreviated as IQR. It is the range inside the quartiles. Okay? Looking at our root words. Inter being inside, quartile being quartiles. Okay? So it would look like the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. That'll give you your IQR, interquartile range, or if you use the other vocabulary words, third quartile minus the first quartile. Will give you your interquartile range. So what that's looking like here from the box and whisker plot itself. You would take this one, whatever value that one is, and you would subtract this one. Okay? And that's what that looks like there. So the interquartile range goes from here to here. This is the IQR. The last one, don't know if this one is new for you or not, but we've got an outlier. Sometimes you will have an outlier, but there is no guarantee that you will. An outlier is like an outsider. Okay? It's the outcast. It's the number that doesn't fit with the rest of them. It could be really small. It could be too small. Or it could be too big. And don't always have one. And on a box and whisker presentation of data, it's going to be represented by an asterisk. So there's that. And then we've got our actual box and whisker plot way over here. That's what that looks like there. Lots of new vocabulary words. So let's go look over here at the left side and see what's supposed to go over here. So this is going to help us remember our vocabulary. So we've got 5 data points. So we're going to put our 5 data points on our left hand here. So here we go. On our pinky finger, we've got the lower extreme, which is our minimum, which is right here on our whisker, our left whisker. Our lower quartile is found on our ring finger, which is this line on the box, the left line on the box. The median is in the middle, so the median is in the middle on our box. Our upper quartile is the right line on the box, and then our upper extreme is the maximum, is the right whisker on the box, or on the line. And those are our 5 data points. We've got 2 more things we can find from a box and whisker plot. The first being the interquartile range, subtracting the upper quartile and the lower quartile. And the last being the range, subtracting the upper extreme and the lower extreme.